We are live.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's the podcast? 1 2 1 2. We are back. DJ Jerome back in the third. Um, episode 152. What's the podcast? We're back. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What up? What up?
Shout out to my man, Don't Charge Abdul.
Yo.
You already know how we do episode 152. What's the podcast? Do check What's the podcast.live for our previous episodes and youtube.com/What's the podcast where you are watching this right now. Shout out to the homie that ran up on me at 1942 on Saturday night. Told me he's a big fan of our podcast.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was very, very awesome moment.
Did you know homie or no?
I did not.
Was he Ethiopian?
He was there. I don't know.
Shout out to my Ethiopians.
Yeah, shout out to 1942, man. I need to invoice them right now.
Indemina.
All the Habishas.
I need to invoice them actually. But nevertheless,
Tarashinikonjo.
so
Okay. Abdul's showing off.
I was half Ethiopian at one time.
Yep. I mean, I think everybody in DC has been half Ethiopian.
We've all claimed to be half Ethiopian some way, somehow.
I definitely have
my sister's cousin.
I definitely missed that train, but
you did?
Yeah. No.
Oh man, you could have monopolized on that.
You catching it now if you had 1942.
Yo,
no, I'm playing. I'm playing rap. Let's not get it twisted.
No, listen, you can still be hip hop and be Ethiopian. What are you
For
trying
sure.
to say? Yo, you can monopolize on that market right now.
Nope.
Being in 1942, my sister married an Ethiopian because of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Ethiopian community, and you can start bagging their joints. You got to be in the community in order to bag their joints.
He said no.
I'm gonna give you two things. One, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Today, you don't. You're right.
Right. Number two, I
20
got
years ago, you had to be.
Yeah,
100%.
But 20 years ago, I was at Hampton.
Yeah.
I wasn't tripping off any Ethiopian women.
20 years ago, you had to drop a Danny's name. Remember
Danny Davis.
Danny Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to say you knew Danny Davis.
You in there?
Yeah.
So
good.
we are back, episode 152. Obviously, today is March 9th. Rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G.
Rest
It's
in
actually
peace.
25 years
Oh,
to
man.
the day. It was just in crazy.
Wasn't he 25 years old too?
24, 25, something like that. Yeah.
24, I think.
Yeah, I still have my original Ready to Die poster. I think I was a junior in high school when
In
the news
97?
broke. Yeah, when the news broke, which was just very
I was in college, yeah.
that hurt. It hurt. It still hurts. You know what I'm saying? This morning, Bella was listening to her whatever her preschool playlist, and my mother just got me a Bose speaker I put in the kitchen, so I just had some B.I.G. on.
You rocking.
And it's not rocking because I gotta keep it low. Bella heard one cuss word. She like, Daddy, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
What's wrong with you? Get your priorities right, Dad.
After she left, I worked out to it this morning, and I think people just we were obviously old enough to experience B.I.G.'s music firsthand. You know what I'm saying? I think that people, you can look back on it and it was great, but to be around like when One More Chance remix came out, you know what I'm saying? Like when the first out, when Juicy was out, like when Hypnotized first dropped.
Jeez.
A lot of those moments are things you're never
We saw him live in concert probably. I did Howard Homecoming.
1995.
Yeah, me too.
I'll never forget Big's outfit.
Yeah.
Big had on a yellow, like an Averex bomber with a big ass, like a cowboy hat on. Like he looked wild. And he was out that joint running around. Who else? I remember seeing Foxy Brown with him. Not even Little Kim. I think Foxy was with him. Yeah, man. Big threw on he had a party on the Yard, Howard Homecoming weekend, 1995.
So we'll use that photo. If you Google it,
you can find it.
Yeah, he has like a yellow Averex jacket on. He has a Versace glasses. He's got a brown.
Dog.
He's got a brown
cowboy hat on.
Somebody screenshot. There's a video actually. So
what did you put in Google? You just said Big Howard Homecoming.
You just put B.I.G. Howard Homecoming. Go to images. It's like right there. So shout out to Biggie, man. No, you know where I heard that he passed? No. Oh no. So I went to Morehouse on a recruiting trip.
Yeah.
And his album dropped early. And with my cousin. My cousin was actually just in town as well over the weekend. But that's where I bought I bought Life After Death early, and it was just like, we bought it on Tuesday, or I don't know, we bought it early, like a week early, and I was just super happy to have it. Brought it back to Arizona. People was bugging out because it was a few days early, and Big was nice, man. He was super dope. I think that he just was the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's really proven himself to be the one. Just by not being here, his absence, so to speak. And, we'll continue to see his life celebrated.
Yeah.
Obviously, Puff's still active. Lil' Kim is still active. But, he's sorely missed. His music still goes off at parties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
I would, I think if Big was still alive and was still making music, he would still continue having hits, man. It was
100%.
His music is so timeless even up to this day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, one of the greatest storytellers of all time. You know what I'm saying? Of our generation, before our generation, and for generations to come. Yeah, you know what? You know what also made him super tight? His voice, that inflection in his voice was just like, it was just hard to deny.
Yeah.
And the way he just made music was just, it spoke to everybody. You know what I mean?
Delivery, everything.
Yeah, women loved him. Dudes fuck with his music super heavy.
Yeah.
And yeah, shit.
Yeah,
I mean, we still recite some problematic shit Big was saying. You know what I'm saying? You look so good, I suck on. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, who says that?
I mean,
but it's still, you'll still repeat the line just because you don't. It's so fire.
Yeah.
I mean, the line is kind of problematic, but listen.
But still fire. Still fire.
Yeah. And his club bangers were undeniable. What are these books, Jerome, that you're showing us? If you're watching us on YouTube, Jerome is showing something off.
I just found these right now. The first one's the Frank 151 MF Doom issue, super crazy.
Okay.
Wow.
And then this is the Sneakers Only SB book.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I just found this joint, man.
Wow. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I broke up the Biggie love, but yeah.
Nah. It's all good.
I thought you were gonna bust out a Biggie photo or something.
I thought that was what you were showing.
Nah, I got something over here, but I gotta find it. I'll get to it before it's over.
Yeah, one of the artworks I have in my house, I actually haven't framed it yet because I'm redoing some things here. But is the homie Naturel had a print that came out. You know, Naturel, the artist, he's known for drawing everything in triangles. It's really crazy how he's able to do it, and the images just look so spot on. But he did a Biggie piece a few years ago that dropped on One Run, or is it One X Run, One Times Run? It's like an artist art website.
Yeah.
And I think there were like 50 or 100 prints dropped, and I grabbed a couple of them, and kept one for myself and gave one to DJ Clark Kent for his birthday. And he actually has it beautifully framed and in his house. But it's that image of that profile picture of Big with the Coogee sweater on, Versace shades on, a profile picture just his side, right?
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
Yeah. And Naturel actually posted a picture of it today. It's so weird that we somehow seem to celebrate Big's day of passing a little bit more than, I can't tell you when his birthday is, man. Unfortunately, I want to say it's sometime in May, but that greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. That line has just been ingrained in our, you know what I'm saying, in our brains. Cannabis second round knockout.
Yeah.
When he took LL out, man.
Yep.
Yeah, he took him out, and but that was one of the lines in there, and yeah, we should look up. Let me look up when Big's actual birthday.
His birthday is May 21st.
May 21st. All right.
Yeah.
So I knew it was
he would have been 50 today.
Wow.
No, this year. This May.
This year. This May.
This May. Yeah, it's this May. I'm sorry, but yeah. So he basically, his life was cut short in half. I mean, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And I just think that people it was a moment for all of us, whether you're in junior high school, college, out of school, whatever the case may be, just the memories tied to that time in hip hop.
Yeah, it was sad.
It was sad, but it was also just it was a great time. I mean, I feel like 92, 93 to 97 was just an amazing run in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
92. The Chronic came out in 92 or 91.
I think Chronic was 92. I think Doggy Style was 93.
Wu-Tang came out in 93.
Ready to Die was 94.
94.
Purple Tape.
Illmatic was 94. April 94. April 10th, I want to say.
Purple Tape was
Reasonable
95.
Doubt.
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt was 96.
96. Purple Tape was 95. Yep.
Yeah, Reasonable Doubt was 96. Mobb Deep was 95. So
CNN,
you know what I'm saying? Like
CNN War Report was 97.
So you're able Camp Low was 97. So you're able to see all of these classics that we're naming.
Yeah.
And many more that we didn't, you know what I'm saying? And it was just kind of like
there's too many to name.
And as a result of that, Biggie was and Biggie was also without, like he definitely was loved, but there were people who weren't fans. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like
some of the artists we just named. Remember, there was that whole Wu-Tang thing with Big too.
Niggas bit off the Nas shit.
Yeah, Ghostface and Ray had some sort of static, even though Meth was on the album
cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas been on some on some Nas shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was just shout out to my man New York John. We was just talking about that this morning. It was just like that was an incredible. People just remember that. Like I said that, and he just finished the rest of the skit with no problem. Shit is crazy how you remember a skit from 25 years ago with no problem. You know what I'm saying? But episode 152 was a podcast.
Rest in peace, Big, man. Prayers to his family, his kids. His kids are adults now. It's so crazy, right?
Yeah.
Probably would have been a grandfather by now, I'm sure.
Well, I don't know if his kids have kids yet, but he's old enough to definitely be a grandfather.
I mean, his oldest, she's got to be late 20s now.
She's got to be late 20s. His son is CJ Wallace. He has something to do with music, right? Yeah, that was his son with Faith. His daughter is from a previous relationship.
Yeah, before he even came out.
Before he even came out.
Yeah.
So she was born, I think, 93, 94, which puts her around 28, 29 years old.
She could be 30 years old.
She could be. Yeah, you're right.
So if you're in DC, the rain is stopping soon-ish.
Oh, man.
Very happy. Darling Nikki tonight. It's going to be a banger.
It's going down?
It's going to be a banger.
I'm going to come through.
We come through.
You got any special guests?
We do. We have a
you can announce it because nobody's gonna hear this before tomorrow, anyways.
No. I mean, her name is Ebony King. She's dope. She's a young up and coming DJ.
Oh, okay.
In DC, and so being that I believe it's Women's History Month.
Women's Month.
Women's Month. We have women. So we have a guest woman DJ this Wednesday and a guest woman DJ
for the next one. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's dope.
Yeah, so,
Ebony King, you said DJ. Ebony King?
She's cool. She's good. She DJed with Mitch a lot in his functions, and
church on Sunday.
Yeah, so it's just.
I went this past Sunday.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have let me know. I'd have stepped out.
So crowded, man.
Well, the weather was stellar.
Yeah, so Sunday. Crowded. Like upstairs was crowded.
Yeah,
line to get downstairs.
The weather was stellar, and in a situation like that, it's just kind of like, what am I going to gain from this? You know what I mean? Other than showing some love to Mitch and Zay, which is great.
Yeah.
But when it takes so long to get a drink, there's nowhere to sit.
Well, the thing is, you could get drinks no problem.
You just got to come upstairs.
Well, not even downstairs. Like when we was downstairs at first, and you could get drinks no problem. People are literally just hanging out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they hanging out.
I just don't want to wait to get downstairs. How does that work out? You just got to call up Mitch.
You got to catch Mitch on one of his trips to the front door.
You got to be like, Mitch, come get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nevertheless,
we'll get there early.
Darling Nikki tonight should be a banger. If you're in, I mean, by the time you hear this, it'll be a classic. But come through regardless.
Come next week.
Second and fourth Wednesday. Yeah. We're creeping up on our 1 year, which is gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's amazing.
You still wearing
any new merch? What you got coming up, man?
I am still wearing the mask. And
sometimes.
The merch. So we have
Abdul, you wearing a mask still?
Sometimes.
Okay.
We have
I'm like 50-50 maybe.
Yeah. No, we have
40.
We have a Memorial Day run that's about to be insane. So we're prepping new merch for that. That's going to be really, really good.
Okay.
So other than that, we might do like dad hats. I'm not sure yet. We're just waiting to see, you know what I'm saying, keep the finances rolling in. But we got a new website coming, tremendous, and we just
tremendous.
we just followed our LLC paperwork and all that stuff too. So it's gonna be even.
This is it's you and Matthias, just
darling,
just you two, or is there a third person?
Nah, there's no other ownership.
Okay.
And then we got to lock Baltimore in again. Baltimore is ready to go. Like the call for Baltimore is strong. So we've got to just make it make sense.
Is there like other opportunities in Baltimore that's not like Night Brunch affiliated? Like, are you like other clubs hollering at you now and stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I've been had relationships in Baltimore. I'm playing up there this Friday.
Okay.
But it's just more so like our party was a reminder.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Our party was a reminder. So, I'll be in Baltimore.
You and Matthias both?
Some situations are just me, some are just him, and some are both.
Okay.
We both had long-standing relationships. Like I said, this was just a reminder. Oh shit, this, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
But
speaking of Matthias, what's up with his girlfriend's friend that you were fucking with? Any updates?
I have no idea what you're talking about, cuz you're doing a lot right now.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
We talked about this in previous episodes.
We did not though.
We did.
Speak your mind, bro.
I don't think you were talking. I don't think she was one of Matthias's girlfriend's friends.
She is. She's Matthias's girlfriend's best friend.
Listen, people. This is
they will go on some double dates.
This
together.
Level of dysfunction that the podcast
I've had Matthias
operates
and his girlfriend tell me, and we were all there together. Jerome does being very secretive.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, you know what I'm talking about, dog.
We're gonna get Matthias's podcast.
We're gonna
call Matthias on the air.
Nah, he just got a new job. He can't do that. All right. Speaking of Matthias and his girl, I saw them on Instagram. Instagram story, the same place I saw you guys on Instagram story this past Monday night, which was the Tyler the Creator show. Yeah. How was the Tyler Creator show?
That shit was pretty lit.
I gotta say, Tyler the Creator might be his generation's DMX when it comes to performances.
Yeah, I mean, he takes total control of the whole fucking crowd.
Dolo out there.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, when I'm talking about best performers I've ever seen, DMX might be top.
Yeah, Tyler on some like Busta Rhymes shit.
Busta Rhymes is up there with me too, but
yeah.
Busta Rhymes has Spiff Star with him.
Yeah,
he might bring out somebody else with him on stage to do like a song that they were on.
Tyler be like solo.
Dolo.
That's it. Yeah.
And the time I saw X, when X fucking had me mesmerized at the Yard at Howard Homecoming. Solo. He was out there dolo for 45 minutes or an hour.
Yeah.
And fucking had total control of the whole crowd.
Yeah. Tyler had the whole place quiet, like one word, like shh.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Tyler is 2022 now, you know what I'm saying, where he's also has like the stage is super creative.
Yeah.
You know, he gets on a boat from one side of the arena to the other side. He's got a Rolls Royce on stage and all this shit. And you know, X was out there with just him and a mic just going crazy.
Yeah.
So there's definitely that sort of difference. But
yeah,
yo, that motherfucker Tyler impressed me, man.
Same.
He fucking impressed me.
Yeah.
But the shit was tight, man.
And it was sold out.
No, it was completely sold out.
Yeah, and every seat was full.
Yeah, every seat was full, all the way up to the nosebleeds.
No doubt.
You know who didn't impress me, and I came in at when he was performing was Vince Staples. Like, I like Vince Staples' music, but it just did not translate well to his.
I mean, it's hard to perform in a stadium with all the lights on and people coming in, sitting down. Like your audience is not the most attentive. You know what I'm saying? Like all the lights are still on. People trying to find their seat. Everybody's buying merch. And
I don't know,
performing to like nobody. You know,
I feel like
that arena was too big for him. He needs.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I feel like Vince might do a lot better at like a 930 club or
like a Fillmore.
No, Vince kind of stays on tour with Tyler though, right? So Tyler's last three tours, Vince is open. So when Tyler was at
I just think that
Anthem, Vince was great at Anthem.
Yeah.
Like that's
Anthem
the kind
is
of
a pretty
space,
big arena.
Yeah,
6,000, but compared to 20,000,
no, you're right.
You know what I mean? So,
but I feel like if you're on tour with this dude who's like a performing genius, Like you should be like, all right, maybe I should do my 2-step. I can incorporate that into my routine.
Nobody can keep up with like Tyler's like level of energy. You know what I mean?
No, you can't. Like, you don't have to. But I can get halfway there.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
You were supposed to come. You unfortunately had your baby with you. So
fortunately, but unfortunately,
both. Yeah, but you were definitely invited. So
no, for sure. I'm not. Yeah, for sure.
We had a good time, man. We had a nice little setup. Shout out to
everybody was there. Many Instagrams the next morning of everybody was there. You know what I mean? So
our guy Pierre from Studio Sonic.
Yeah, Pierre was there. Yeah,
Pierre caught a nice flick. Well, he's an expert photographer anyway, but he caught a nice flick of Tyler. In the middle of all the shenanigans, it looks like Tyler's floating on bodies, dog. The picture is ill. But yeah, we were all there. We had a good time. We had a little sweet setup, and some of the homies came by. Our little Omar, we just happened to run into them outside. Little Omar was there. Our guys from Carpet were there. Eamon and Osama. Friends from Turnstile, the rock group out of B-More. Yo, do you listen to Turnstile music, Jerome? Like, are you familiar
I have not,
with the music?
I just know about him because Omar is cool with him.
It's like punk hardcore music, right?
Yeah, but I actually have. But the kids are all mad cool. They're really nice dudes. It's just but I am gonna go check out their show. They got a show coming up in DC at the 930 Club in May. They got 2 shows, so I'm gonna go fuck with that. I want my first not my first. I'm gonna check out the music, but I feel like I'll get a better experience of watching them live.
I wouldn't even check it out yet. I would just wait till his show.
Yo, because they go crazy. Yeah, I watched the videos.
I would just wait.
I want to feel some of that energy, the live performance energy. You know what I'm saying? But Tyler was good, and Vince was there was somebody actually opened up before Vince.
Caliucci.
No, Caliucci came after Vince.
Oh, there was somebody before Vince?
Yeah, no, there was somebody before Vince.
Yikes.
But Caliucci had every 12-year-old Spanish chick in the DMV going crazy.
Yeah, she had crowd control too.
She's from here.
Yeah. She's from here. Yeah.
She's from Virginia.
Yeah.
Arizona. She has a song called like telepathic. I don't know, something. But Arizona, they only play the Spanish version because that's how big the song.
She did both of them here. She played.
I get what I'm just saying. That's how big this. Just the Spanish version is that they only play the Spanish version
on the radio in Arizona.
On the radio in Arizona, yeah.
Wow. That's I had no idea she was a singer. I always thought she was like a rapper. But
nah, she's got some joints too, though. She's got some joints.
Her show was. I felt like
she got that Catronata joint, huh?
No, she just has a couple joints. But she's another artist. She's better at 930 or.
On that night,
people were going crazy.
No, I believe you. I believe you, but I'm just saying, like, it's just her voice and things like that, and like,
I don't think anybody was singing live. I don't think anybody was. What do you think, Eddie?
I think it was all live.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
He might have been in and out, but
okay, yeah.
He was just doing way too much for him to be live.
Energy,
yeah. I don't think Shorty was live either. Caliucci.
I think your boy Vince was live.
Vince might have been live.
Yeah. That might have been why.
Yeah. But she was definitely a performer. Her shit was just very sexual. Which made me very uncomfortable with like 11-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
knowing
just,
all the words.
Yeah, and especially being a father of daughters and stuff like that, I was just like, fuck,
trust.
Man.
Listen,
like,
Bella just told me she's into rock music now, so it's all she listens to around the house, which makes me so happy.
What rock is she into?
Somebody I don't know. She likes the MGK song. She liked the
Turnstile. She should check out Turnstile.
But
you probably can't understand any of the words Turnstile.
But the energy but the energy that Turnstile is, I don't know if I want to bring a 9-year-old there.
Okay, I get you. I got you. I was just speaking strictly as far as words, because sometimes you can't understand rock bands and what they're saying. So that could be good and bad.
She probably likes to sing along shit you can't understand.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my only problem with Caliucci was I was just like, yo, it's just way too many young.
I mean, I would say
for her to, but you know, listen,
go to any concert, go to Nicki Minaj, go to Cardi B. It's gonna be 12.
My kids are definitely not going to a Nicki.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but there's 12-year-olds.
They got to be adults.
Yeah.
they're gonna have to be adults.
I don't even care if Belle's an adult. I don't want to go to see.
I mean, if they go to as an adult, they're gonna go without me knowing.
Yeah,
this is what I was trying to say.
They don't need once they don't need your permission to do.
They don't need my permission. They'll be able to go wherever.
My daughter's gonna need permission until she's 28. Stop playing with me. Anyway,
you say that. You say that.
Anyway, you know, it sounds like Tyler was tight. It sounds like Tyler was tight though. I knew it was gonna be tight.
Tyler was tight.
It was a rainy.
I was surprised. I didn't think that it was gonna be that good of a show. To be honest,
I've become a bigger fan of his music.
Same.
He's great. His shows are great. Yeah. His shows
this was my first time checking him out live, but
yeah.
I've liked his music, but I'm a big fan now. Like, he really, that energy he brings is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
he has an amazing show, man.
Yeah,
that it's worth. If you bought a ticket, it's worth every penny.
Yeah,
you get your money's worth.
Got you.
I just don't know how. The set design is so crazy. Like they built a whole house inside of like the fucking arena,
and like a desert with like tumbleweed and shit.
Yeah.
Well, the road crew has it down pat by now because the show started in Arizona. So by the time they're in DC now, they know exactly what they're doing in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
did your brother go to the show in Arizona?
I don't. No, he didn't go actually. But
whoa. Somebody's mic is crackling.
Oh, it was probably my it was about to fall over. Okay. So I just think at this point it's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, for sure. I just you got to give it up.
It was definitely well-oiled.
Yeah, you gotta respect the crew that puts together a show and takes it apart, packs it up just for you to put it together like 12 hours later. It's fucking impressive, man.
But let's be honest too, like they got a budget, so they're working with the best. You know what I'm saying? Like whereas Vince Staples, I don't know what you guys can speak about his set design. But if it's not as intricate, he might just not have had the budget to do what Tyler did. Same with Kali Uchis, same with the opener as well.
Kali Uchis' shit was like, I mean, it wasn't like Tyler, but she had
it was cool.
She had graphics on the screen and shit like that.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of it, I think, just comes down to budget. Tyler's a star now.
I mean, Tyler's huge. He's huge. I mean,
he's a star.
It was fucking sold out show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll just go back to say, like, Vince, I think just needs to work on his showmanship a little bit more, respectfully. I think his music it speaks for itself. It's dope, but just that artistry, like I felt like Vince reminded me of Hove the first time I saw him. It was like boring.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Hove perform, and it was actually he opened up for DMX at Howard Homecoming in 01. And that was my first time seeing Hove live, and I was really, really excited because I was a big Jay-Z fan. And when I saw him perform at the Yard, I was just so unimpressed, man. I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just the sort of vibe I get from Vince Staples, too. It's just a very boring show.
Yeah.
And it's not really his fault. It's maybe hip-hop, like Nas was like that somewhat in the beginning, too. And, they grew with it, and with experience, the shows got better. But I feel like if you're on the road with Tyler at least three tours, you gotta pick some of that fucking artistry up. But know
for sure.
But his music, I don't think supports that
type of show.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
like his music hasn't evolved. It's still really good music.
Yeah.
But Tyler's
not like get hype.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tyler is a star now. Like he's #1 in countries and blah blah blah. So nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? What we'll do is we'll tag Vince Staples and his manager in this. We'll let him know that Abdul has
shout
some
out to
advice.
Vince Staples.
Abdul has some advice for his live show.
I do have some constructive criticism.
For sure.
Respectfully,
of course. Yeah, for sure. So we want to give a shout out to our guy, Ugly Ass Mike. He is a coworker, Commonwealth employee, and he is now the manager of a space called DeLorean 88.
I like that name.
I love the name. Vintage. They're having a lot of deals this week. So DeLorean 88 Vintage is their Instagram handle. Check them out.
Okay.
They've got a ton of different deals going on this week. So like one week it's like one day it's like t-shirts are this percentage off. The next is shoes. There's raffles being given away. I sold them some shoes. I'm gonna sell them some more shoes. Mike's trying to get a Supreme shirt out of me. I got a couple that I'll probably sell to him.
You gonna hit him in the head?
Of course. Like
hell yeah, it's
gonna be insane. It's like, do you want this?
It's gonna be insane.
I even have the stickers to go with it. I'm like, come on, bro. Who has the Twin Towers Supreme shirt still with the stickers?
Yeah.
You know
listen.
Damn.
All right.
I you know what I mean? So
I would hold on to that.
I might. We'll see.
Yeah, shout out to Ugly Ass Mike, man. I went by the shop on Saturday with my kids.
You got anything?
No, but they got a Stussy jacket in there I really want.
Oh, the Rasta one?
Yeah.
That shit's dope.
It's a little bit out of my price range.
How much they want for it?
I don't remember.
800 or something?
No, it was in the thousands.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But I'm gonna see if I can work something out. Maybe do some trades and some finagling and some negotiations, and it might end up with me. But yeah, now I went in there on Saturday. Ended up having to leave a little bit quicker than expected. My kids made a big mess in there, and she fucking spilled water all over the fucking store. It was a little bit embarrassing. But speaking of and not to change topics, were we talking about Mike some more?
We were just talking about the store opening and just, we just wanted to
check it out. It's right on U Street,
Yeah.
man. If you're in Washington, D.C., go by there, check it out. They got some sneakers, tees, vintage stuff. They got the Master P doll in there. I forgot to ask how much it was. I meant to do that. I might cop that actually.
I'm going tomorrow, so
I'll roll with you. Let me know when you're going.
I'm going at 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
But speaking of Supreme stickers, this is gonna be a weird segue, but just hang with me. Shout out to our guy Clarence and Premium Goods Brooklyn.
Speaking of Supreme stickers,
listen, the reason why that comes up is
that box full of every single one of them.
He has every single sticker in the history of Supreme since 1994.
Mm-hmm. And the art and the story that you're referencing is actually old too, though. It might be like 5 or 6 years old.
You mean? So you're saying his sticker collection has grown?
Oh yeah, even iller. Yeah, but I mean, like Heisnabadi had a feature on him like 6 years ago.
I didn't even know about that. This is just something I knew from talking to him that I just know from knowing Clarence all these years.
Yes, yeah, Heisnabadi. I mean, he laid every sticker out.
You're joking.
Swear to God.
Oh, I gotta go fucking search.
Because he has multiples of all of them, and he literally had like some of the joints he had were just insane.
Dog, he's been offered. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars for his collection.
He's rich.
And he's good. But he was just featured on BR Kicks, and an interview that was beautiful. And I feel like Clarence is just one of them dudes. He's really just kind of stays to himself, and I feel like it's for friends of his, people like us, to just big him up a little bit more. Premium Goods, the only Black-owned boutique in New York City that has a legitimate Nike account and Jordan account.
That's just crazy.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Them being the only account that has a
all of New York
Nike
City,
Jordan in all of New York City is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But shout out to Clarence, man, and Premium Goods is celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. Park Slope, Brooklyn. If you're in the area, you should please go check them out and support them, man. Black-owned business. Shout out to our guy. But if you didn't know, man, Clarence OG been around from Supreme days early. He was connected to them, and his archive collection when it comes to clothes as well as sneakers is fucking insane. Yeah. And I know this because 10, 12 years ago, I went through and I bought a few pairs. Him and I were the same size, and I was able to grab a few pairs of sneakers from his storage. So one of the best dudes in that world, man, for real. So shout out to Premium Goods.
Shout out to Premium Goods. I hope they bring back their they used to do a block party in the spring or April-ish, man. It was like,
yeah.
The whole neighborhood had a block party. Yeah, Stereo used to DJ. I would DJ. It was fantastic. Yeah, yeah.
You know what, Jerome? I just recently found a picture of me, you, Adrian, and Clarence at in Premium Goods from 2014. Remember we went up there and we walked fucking forever. I think we must have walked from like Manhattan to Brooklyn one year.
So we walked from 56th Street. I remember this. It was All-Star weekend. It was dumb cold
Which was
outside.
2014 or 2015, something like that.
It was dumb cold outside.
Yeah.
I was staying on 56th Street. You met me in the lobby of the hotel I was staying at. And we were just like, it took us 10 blocks before we realized. No, it took us like 20 blocks before we realized. We were like, I mean, we could just walk there. We were like right in Times Square. Yeah. We didn't want to catch any cab, so we ended up walking from, I remember this, 56th Street.
Yeah.
To the Adidas store, which is
Soho. Is in Soho. Clark Kent was DJing there.
Momo was DJing, and Clark Kent was about to get on. I remember that clearly.
Yes.
And then I think we stayed there, and then we somehow got to Brooklyn. Or was this the next day? No, this is all the same day.
Same day.
Then we went to Brooklyn, but we got off at like the wrong train stop, like miles away from where we were supposed to go. Or no. We took a cab to there. Then we walked from there to the train station, and we passed Peter Luger's, and we did all sorts of. Yeah, we walked hella. Yeah.
But you know who else was in that picture?
Great trip.
You know who else was in that picture with us? Fucking Lex.
What?
Our guy Lex, man. If you listen to the last episode, we talked about him, Mr. Me Too 718. But I just looked at it. I just found that picture recently, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's fucking Lex in the back of the picture." Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, $1 Million Lex is you know what I'm saying? He's gotta get him on the show soon.
Yeah. And him and I think I want to say Clarence is his god brother or something like that. So shout out to Clarence, shout out to Lex, shout out to Premium Goods, of course. Happy anniversary, man.
Yeah, shout out to the team, man. I mean, they've been so consistent. I think there was a lot of information revealed just in terms of like the only black Nike account in the city. Right? And I just don't think people know, like, Premium Goods is not the biggest shop, but over the course of years, man, the amount of heat that's kind of run through there has been second to none. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dog, they were one of the few places. I remember when the Pharrell Dunks came out, the NERD ones, really,
the high top ones,
the black pair, they had them, and they also won the Kobe stash.
Yeah, he explained that in the interview very well.
They won a Kobe. They had a Kobe that came out exclusively at Premium Goods.
But just like, just having like even like shoes of the moment, like when the fly knits were out.
Yes, 2012.
Right? When I was up there just randomly, he got the shipment. He had the all white fly knits. I was like, "What's good?" He's like, "Yeah, I got you, bro."
Wait, the all white with the black swoosh?
Yes.
Yeah, that pair was highly sought after.
Yes.
You remember that? Remember how crazy that was? That fly knit trainer.
That was crazy. It was crazy.
Crazy.
So they for years have been a top tier account.
Yeah.
I just love the fact
they just need to get to the next tier though.
Well, the thing I think about, I think that they don't have the hype around them. They're just a really great neighborhood sneaker store, right? Yeah. That has a very good standing with Nike, and they don't go out of their way to do more than kind of what's necessary to keep rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Yeah, very smart, because things don't get blown out of proportion.
Yeah, once they dump all the Jordan merch on you, you're fucked.
I just think that it should be spots like this that have that history and they have that recognition in their community, as well as the owner is not just a business dude. He really comes from our world of sneakers and lived this lifestyle like his whole life. I feel like people like that should be rewarded, and it's a black owned sneaker store. They need to be rewarded by getting some of the more exclusive products and you know what I'm saying? Make them more recognizable in this world, man.
So I know we're a little late on speaking about this, but it's related to sneakers, is the fact that Foot Locker Incorporated logged its worst loss in more than 4 decades after the retailer gave a disappointing outlook as Nike, its largest supplier, cuts back on business. The chain said no single vendor is expected to represent more than 60% of total purchases this year, down from 70 in 2021, 75 in 2020. Business with Nike is shrinking as the footwear and apparel maker accelerates a shift to direct-to-consumer sales.
Oh, that's the reason why they're seeing losses, is because one, they might have too much Nike product, and two, Nike is taking away some of their business.
Nike's pulling back on what they're offering, you know what I'm saying? And Foot Locker does have a lot of terrible Nikes in there.
Every store has terrible Nikes.
But I would imagine Nike should be happy to have Foot Locker because it takes the worst models. Right? Like none like you need somewhere to dump the trash. Dump the trash in Foot Locker. Why would you scale back from Foot Locker?
But also, why you making trash? There's another way, right? Like, just don't make it.
I mean, there's people that buy that shit.
There are.
Yeah, like
I think
Jordan is run by, shout out to my Central Americans, because El Salvador represents hard.
We went to the Nas show, and we seen tons of people wearing the team Jordans too. Remember, we seen the couples wearing it.
Yeah,
that's just, not everybody. To some people, Jordans are Jordans. They don't have to be like the OGs or the retros.
They're wearing the Mellows.
Just Jordan brand.
Respect to Carmelo Anthony, but his sneakers were, come on, they were only worn by Spanish cats.
The Westbrooks.
Yeah, the Westbrooks. Everybody wearing a Westbrook got a razor on them. I'm telling you, go fuck with them in Langley Park. You get cut.
Some people don't care. Some people don't care. Like, you go down to the country, like nobody cares. Black folks, white folks, they don't care. There's Jordans to them.
I mean, but I think that people have to understand that, like, the direct-to-consumer model is great, but at the same time, I think they're going to see losses as well, though. Like, you need a place to dump the like, if you go on Nike.com, there are a good amount of shoes on sale.
Yeah, but Nike can afford to sell that shit for the super low. You know what I mean?
Hear me out, though. What I'm saying is, I don't even want that trash on my website. I would rather dump it to Foot Locker and then just have nothing but fire fire on my website. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like, why take a shoe that's $210? I now see it on sale for $89 on Nike.com versus being like, yo, we're just gonna allocate all of that towards Foot Locker, right? Foot Locker, Foot Action. I mean, and now
aren't they getting it on consignment anyways though? Like, are they paying for that up front?
They have to pay up front. They gotta buy that stuff. Yeah.
But I think Foot Locker is a global company where they're also doing the analytics on what works for them too, right? They figure out and they do what shoe is doing well for them. All right, we need to order more white on whites. We need to cut back on the fucking Cortezes or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but what's also the best selling shoe? The best selling shoe is like that Nike Dad shoe, though, right? That's
the
like
Monarch.
Yes, that's like the best selling shoe.
It might be that. I think it's the white on white Air Force One, to be honest.
Okay, but the Monarch is a top.
Yeah, the Monarch
3
is up there.
shoe.
You're right,
though.
Yeah, the Monarch.
The Monarch price does not even drop even at outlets. You go to the Nike outlet, it's still $59, and that's the retail price.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just saying,
you
like,
have a pair of Monarchs.
No.
But I'm just saying,
I didn't get the one with the ulcer either. Like, remember they tried to freak it with the collab with Martine Rose or whatever. They gave
like
it a fucking
bunions and shit.
Yeah, nah, I didn't even do that. I'm good.
I just Nike, I think, is just making a poor decision across the board to go direct to consumer because
they were forced to during the pandemic and it worked for them. So, like,
right, but at the same time, you need to kind of get back to what worked. I get what you're saying. Trust me, I hear you.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, so for instance,
why wholesale when you can retail?
Because I just want a pair of Dunks for Isabella on Nike. I get a confirmation number.
Yeah.
And 2 days later, they hit me with we're unable to fulfill this order, yada, yada, so you won't be charged. What's the point of doing all that in the first place? Like, why even set up to fail? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's personal.
Oh, yeah, it's personal for sure. You know,
this shit only personal.
Well, I think that's become their new strategy and model, Nike's strategy and model over the last few years. That new president that came in. His whole thing was to grow business, and the way he chose to grow business is by getting rid of retailers. So a lot of the big box retailers are going away, or even like not even the biggest of the box retailers, but the halfway, you know what I'm saying, retailers, the old school ones, the mom and pop shops, anybody that might necessarily have any hype behind them, yo, we're going to take away their allocations and get them out of the way so that all that shit can be sold by us.
Well, also those type of stores are the main type of stores that like resellers go to too. You know what I'm saying? So he's also trying to eliminate that, because like if you're like, you know,
I don't know if a lot of resellers go to it. If I go to GT Players, for example, in Georgetown, I mean, homie would not let me buy everything he had.
I mean, I think there was a time where you probably could have worked that out for the right amount of money, for sure. And I mean, those are the kind of stores where that happens at. So, I mean, at the end of the day,
I think it happened everywhere else too. It happens in boutiques too.
For sure. 100%.
Listen, there's a lot of rumors I hear about, you know, the golden boy at Nike and Jordan right now, who's a big retailer and owns a lot of shops. And there's a lot of things about how everything is just backdoored, or a lot of it is backdoored, and winning the raffles mean nothing. It's all hearsay at the end of the day, right? I don't have any facts.
No, but that shit's real.
Yeah, listen, it happens. So
episode 152 was a podcast. Shout out to Clarence. Shout out to Premium Goods.
Shout out to Clarence.
We want to speak about something that is definitely affecting people across the world, but it seems to have America in a chokehold right now, which is these gas prices. These gas prices right now are obviously, I think a lot of people saw them in California first as sort of out of control and out of hand, but now across the country they're creeping up. And according to the government, you should expect, I think they said it was uncomfortably high prices until through Labor Day. So it's March. That's another 2.5 months that they're expecting gas prices, which really means...
Oh, no, that's a lot more than 2.5 months. Labor Day is in September, so...
I mean, did they say Labor Day? Did they say Memorial Day?
July. Oh, okay. I thought you said
Whatever.
Labor
Day. I said Labor Day. I could be getting it wrong. I don't know. All I'm saying is for the foreseeable future, gas is going to be expensive.
Yep.
Here in America. We can't... If you live outside of America, leave a comment and let us know. And I mean, it's definitely playing a part into some of my movements. Like, I've got to go to Virginia next week. I'm weighing the pros and cons of flying versus
to Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
45. Doesn't the gas affect the price of plane tickets too?
I'm weighing the cost of both. You know what I'm saying? I'm weighing the cost of both. Like
rental car,
everything goes up.
Rental car, Uber. Plus just the man hours it takes to drive, like physically. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just a risk. I got to go to New York. I got to buy Arizona plane tickets 4 or 5 months ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, to try to get the cheapest prices. And so, you know, you see it, man. I think public transportation I use public transportation all the time. I think it's a great tool. I think now we're going to see an even stronger push into electric vehicles.
That's true.
Because people are just not going to want to deal with, you know, what are we at, 569 or something like that? It's
something stupid like that.
The national average is 429, but I think I saw something in DC where it's closer to $5.
I think like premium.
That's for 87 or for premium.
It just said average. It didn't specify, so I'm not sure.
Listen, this is a time I'm really happy. I drive a 2016 4-cylinder Honda Accord Sport, and yeah, listen, my shit is mad economical. I put in gas once every couple of weeks, or maybe even longer. Eddie got the V12. His shit is burning gas like crazy. It's gonna cost, how much it costs? 130, and you got to put in the premium. You got to put 93 in.
Yikes!
So you're getting hit in the head, man.
I don't go anywhere though.
That's true.
So like I drive like you. I like drive around the city like here and there. Nothing crazy. I fill my car up like once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe.
You could be like my cousin Tariq back in the day. He had the 97 Millennia. Remember when Millennia's the Mazda
Millennia was super tight.
I had one of those back in the day. A green
super
one.
Tight.
Yeah. He had the black Millennia, the V6 shit.
Yep.
And this motherfucker, gas must have been like 99 cents. He only put $10 worth of gas. That was it. He refused to put in more than $10 at a time.
He killed his engine.
Does that kill your engine?
I mean, over time, I think.
I think it takes you to gas station a lot more.
Yeah.
But I never understood him, man. I was like, dog, we used to get in so many arguments. I was like,
just
why
fill it all the way up?
Fill it all the way up. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't feel like spending more than $10. But listen, shout out to him, man.
I mean, everybody has different financial.
Now $10 gets you nothing.
Listen,
$10 is like,
yeah,
your gas light's still on.
$1.5 gallon. But shout out to him, man. He's one of the owners of DC United now, so he must have been doing something.
I think obviously you're going to see a lot of people speaking about probably Teslas, Hyundais, Kias. I've seen those are the 3 cars that they said we're getting.
I think we've slept on Hyundais, man, like and Kias. Like these motherfuckers, you buy a new car, the warranty is like 120,000 miles or some shit.
Bumper to bumper for
bumper
everything.
to bumper. That's the whole lifespan of your fucking car.
And it's transferable. So if you sell it,
it goes to the new owner.
Yeah.
Like I think that we just
how can you fuck with that? How can you fuck with that?
Yeah. How can you not fuck with that?
They got an electric Porsche.
Yep.
The Porsche Taycan for 83,000.
Is that the SUV Taycan?
Nah,
okay.
It looks like the one joint. Yeah.
My homie.
Oh, it looks like the shit Matt used to have.
One.
Yeah. There's a Kia. There's a Kia. 40K, 239 miles on one charge. Like there's options.
The thing is,
here.
if you can't have the charging station installed at your crib, there's no point. Like I was gonna buy a Tesla or something, but my neighborhood doesn't have like a charging port, and the way where my garage is, I can't. It's not like my electricity that runs the power in the garage, so I can't tap on it even at my spot. So I was like, it doesn't make any sense to have to like drive out and wait 45 minutes for the joint to charge all the way, you know?
Right.
But I think the next car I guess is going to be electric for sure.
Really? I think personally speaking.
But what are you going to do about charging then?
I mean, I think that maybe like by like 3-4 years, we probably have one in the neighborhood, or like there'll be like one across the street or something.
So 2 things. I think right now, if I were to get a car, I would wait the 45 minutes on like a Sunday night and just do it.
Yeah, but if you're driving, that might not last you long enough, you know. Or like let's say you fucking traveling, you going out of town, you got to pull over for 45 minutes.
How long does it take to fully charge a car?
I don't know.
It depends. They're putting in.
They got the power boosters. That's like 10 minutes.
I don't think so.
They're putting in more stations at both rest stops, and just around the city in general.
No, just because you have the stations doesn't mean it charges fast. You know?
Right. True. So what I'm saying though is I think that we're just gonna see people really go heavy into this because the gas is not gonna go cheap anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like the only time gas went cheap, unfortunately, in the past 21 years was 9/11.
Yeah.
That was the last time gas, and it took something that catastrophic for gas to be 88 cents. Other than that, people got used to $2 here, $3 here. Now you're at $4 here. Plus the price of inflation is crazy right now. Like it's just expensive to go outside right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think you got to be smart when it comes to a whip. Find what works for you. Find what you like. There's a Ford Mustang. They have a truck. 44K for that.
The small little truck.
Yeah,
I can't fuck with that.
It looks a little crazy.
It's just not a Mustang to me. Like, what? Just give it a different. Like, I
think I think they're making Ford Mustang a brand now versus making it a car.
That's true.
But you're already Ford, homie. Like, you're not gonna why make another brand? Just make it like a different.
Maybe you grew up. Maybe you trusted the Ford Mustang as a kid.
Maybe you grew up having a 5.0.
So my high school was the Dobson Mustangs, and on a lot of kids' 16th birthdays, they would go get Mustangs for their 16th birthday.
That's
so like
crazy.
On the lunch break,
you rich?
No, they were rich.
You live in a rich neighborhood.
They were rich. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get no car. I got a slap on the back. Good job. You got 2 years left. You know what I'm saying? But episode 152 was a podcast. Get you an electric vehicle.
How much are gas prices on the turnpike now? Remember when everybody wanted to make sure they filled up in Jersey? Jersey had the cheapest gas prices in the whole country.
Yep.
I just hate Jersey because
they fill it up for you.
Yeah, you had to let somebody fill it up for you.
You don't like that?
I like that.
Hit the window.
Hit the windows up. Yeah, you got to tip a little.
Got to tip. Do it on tip. Oh, he's a cheap ass.
Listen, I never have cash on me. I'll be the first to admit it, right?
That's whack, bro.
I know. If I do happen to have cash on me, or my girl has cash on her, we'll hand out a $5. But now they don't even give you the option. They just ring up the credit card and the receipt comes right out. You don't even need to sign for anything.
Yeah.
So there's no way to really tip. And I unfortunately do not carry cash at all. I might have like $3 or $4 sometimes. Right now, my wallet is empty. I'll tell you that right now.
My wallet's always empty. I live on my credit cards, man. I moved 90% of my expenses to my credit card now.
I think Turnpike gas stations. I think Turnpike gas stations should add that, incorporate that, where you can tip on credit card receipts. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, again, I have to go to New York next month, but I'm taking the train.
Yeah, but you also give your employees the opportunity to be unethical if you give the tip. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say you're working there and you say everybody gives you a $10 tip because you're that good. You know, by the time you get paid, what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's probably too much of a liability for something like that. No accountability.
I don't know. But
I
feel shitty not giving a tip though.
Just carry cash.
No, what I did when I drove up there, I would just, when you stop there, just go inside, take $10 out the ATM, and then give that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but taking $10 out the ATM is gonna cost me another $4.
$14.
Yeah,
for sure. Listen, bro, I don't know what you want to do. I just don't want them to run down on me.
I think I would just prefer them be able to. Have the option to leave them a tip using my credit card. I think that would be the best thing.
Episode 152. Auburn Air Trainer SC coming back, aka the Bo Jacksons.
The orange and blue.
Yeah.
What? Shout out to Noriega. He's out there with Hove. Saw that picture. Come on.
Yep.
Hove needs to come on Drink Champs, but let's not get distracted. Let's go back to the
I don't think that's
Auburn SC trainer. I think it'll happen.
I don't think Nori could conduct a good interview.
I think Hove's waiting for him to like step his game and see what he's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I got to listen to this game interview.
They're not going to talk Hove into taking no shots at Mama Juana and all that. That's not happening. Like
he'll take shots of his own shit.
And there's going to be nobody in the audience probably.
No audience. Everybody. Yeah. A security guard. No audience.
Yeah. No air horns.
No.
Ace of Spades. I mean, he got to let Nori be Nori because that's
that's all they drink is Ace of Spades in there.
Well, I'm just saying it'll be
a bunch of other options.
It'll be just what Hove wants. What Hove owns.
Only Ace of Spades.
Just what Hove owns. Yeah.
Sure. That's fine. Title playing everything. Wait, does he even own Title anymore?
I thought he sold it. He sold the majority.
He might
of it.
Still have a piece of it.
He sold the majority of it to Jack from Twitter.
Clack Dorsey, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's not get distracted. The orange and blue, classic SC trainers.
Fire.
What do you prefer, the SC trainer in the Auburn colorway, or the first chlorophyll Air Trainer one, the McEnroes?
Air Trainer ones,
or Bo Jackson's.
Or Bo Jackson's. It was the McEnroe first, though.
Yeah, the chlorophylls.
The chlorophylls were McEnroes. Yeah. What do you prefer?
I mean, I prefer both.
Yeah, yo, that's a tough one. I
prefer both because I like both of them. Like equally.
We're gonna do a poll. We'll do a poll on our Instagram story.
Neither one is my favorite, and I like them both equally. You know what I'm saying? Like neither one of them is like my favorite shoe of all time.
Okay.
I like them both equally. Like
I think that orange and blue. I think
I gotta see how
that orange and blue Auburn trainer is up there for me in like top 10 sneakers.
I know, but a lot of my top 10 like up there sneakers, I probably wouldn't want to wear right now.
I think if I had to pick one,
see how they look when I put them on now.
If I had to pick one, I think I'm gonna pick the SC trainers. That orange, you know what I'm saying, is spicy, dog.
Yeah,
that blue.
I like the strap though on the.
I
SC
do too.
Trainer.
I do
on
too.
The trainer ones.
And I really like the chlorophyll green, but it's not enough of it. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna pick the SC
Didn't they have
trainers.
another pair? Didn't they have another pair of Air Trainer ones that came out the same time as the chlorophyll, a different color?
Sure, yeah, they have millions of colors.
You know what I'm saying? But
the Air Trainer ones.
When they came out with like two colorways that were the same color gray. It just had a different color that was not the chlorophyll. It was like
it was like a red.
Yeah,
it was like red or reddish
or something.
Like yeah.
Okay,
they did. But
I love those shoes. I love Air Trainer ones, man.
You know what's so crazy is I love SC trainers, but that Auburn colorway just stands so far ahead of every other fucking colorway that they ever came out with.
Yeah,
remember that? I mean, there was also the Raiders colorway, the black and silver,
34 on the back,
34 on the back, and
that was
cool. But that orange and like purplish blue, whatever the fuck colorway that is on the Auburn. What is Auburn? He went to Auburn University, right?
Exactly.
So their fucking uniforms might be dope. I've never even seen
It's those colors.
Well, they're Under Armour now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, but you can find a Nike jersey.
Yeah. Fucking damn. Fucking Bo Jackson, man.
You fuck with those, Jerome?
They're cool. I respect them. I can't wear them myself, but they're cool. If I had like a light blue pair of jeans, cool little crew neck, that would be my steez.
Not the trainer ones.
The chlorophylls
are fire.
Chlorophylls are both of them are tight. They're not my steez.
I don't like how they did the chlorophylls dirty with the SB model.
I have those.
I don't like those. I don't like those at all, man. They fucked them up.
Yeah, there was those ones you were talking about, the Paul Browns, and then I have a Phoenix Suns colorway that was SB as well.
There was a lot of SBs that came with that Air Trainer 1 model.
Yeah.
Huff did one. The Gold Diggers.
The just came out like a few years ago.
Yeah, they redid the chlorophyll joints.
Yeah,
I don't like the new ones that came out.
I tried those.
I tried those. Fire.
Yeah, I tried those on the other day. No sir.
The chlorophylls, the SBs,
the Phoenix Suns SBs.
They got like crackled leather.
Soul just fell right off those.
Oh
joints.
yeah.
I was pissed. Yeah. Pissed.
I'm gonna grab these when they come out, man. I might have to grab 2 pairs of these SC trainers and the chlorophyll ones when they come out, because this is the year they're coming back out. 35 years.
Exactly.
But yeah, these SC trainers, man, with shorts on. I never really fuck with them too hard with them with jeans on.
You got to see how they look now,
because I just don't know with jeans. I wouldn't tongue fuck them. You know what I'm saying? That looks super crazy. You gotta wear your jeans over them, and then that kind of
the jeans that we wear now are different than the jeans you were wearing back then too. That's what I'm saying. So like now I gotta look at how they look with the way that we dress now.
That's what I'm saying.
I like them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you can always do it with some sweats or like something like that, though.
Or some camel pants or something like that. Some army fatigues. Yeah. Listen.
I mean, they're gonna get copped.
Yeah, they're gonna get copped.
Yeah, for sure. At least
I have the 09 version, the retro that came out, and I love that pair too.
Yeah.
But they've grown. You know, at that time my foot was a little bit, I don't know if my foot grew or what, but that size it's just no longer the most comfortable thing for me. So I need a more recent pair. Yeah, I need a size 9. Yeah. Damn, but yeah, that shoe's a fucking classic, man. One of the greatest.
Like a hip hop sneakerhead. Like it's
just everybody had those, man. Everybody had those, but everybody my whole high school, I think, had those. Man. It's just crazy. Yeah.
So obviously we live in the DC metropolitan area. We actually all live in DC. Don't get it twisted. Shout out to Maryland and Virginia. But the next shoe that represents this area that should have they should make 2 million pair.
Yeah.
Is these Georgetown Colorway Air Jordan 1s.
Why didn't they have a pop-up here? Like have a specific retail setup just for do it on Georgetown's campus or somewhere.
I do it at one of the Nike accounts in Georgetown or the Nike.
They have a Nike store in Georgetown.
Listen, do it on Georgia Avenue so the right people get it. Right, that's my thing. Yeah. And in the same respect, I truly feel like Nike just doesn't respect this area. I know there's heritage and history and all that good stuff, but for you not to plan an incredible activation, you know what I'm saying? You could have went crazy with Patrick Ewing. I know he's going through it as a coach right now, but you could have went crazy with just the shoe, the release. You could have had, if you want to have go-go bands.
Ewing might have something ties with like Adidas still, probably. Doesn't he have like a Ewing brand still?
No.
Even so, I mean, I think this is going to hark back to the good old days of Georgetown basketball, right? Yeah. Alonzo Mourning, John Thompson, all that good stuff, right?
John Thompson Jr.
Right. So all I'm saying is when you want this shoe to represent the area as a whole, not just the school necessarily.
I don't think they care about that. I don't think they care.
So hence what I'm saying. The problem is that they're them not caring.
Yeah. Why even make the shoe if you don't care?
Exactly. Niggas would line up all day long.
I don't think that Nike is officially calling them the Georgetown colorway either.
I think they did.
Did they? I think the box has something that signifies Georgetown, though. I think it does.
I mean, they've definitely done that before. There was that AJKO pack that came out where it was Carolina and Georgetown.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what I'm saying more so is they consistently are dropping the ball by not catering a special event. I just don't think they realize how many people in this area truly care about sneakers and care about the product they put out.
That's true.
And to me, you could literally rent out there's an empty hair salon right by Commonwealth, right on 14th Street.
Yeah,
the place is huge. You can do a Jordan Brand pop up. Why? Because it's easier to get there than it is to get to Georgetown, right? And you could legitimately have incredible events for 3 nights, sell 1 million pairs of sneakers.
Yeah,
and be good here,
and not to mention what sort of brand loyalty that makes for you and for this city. Like consumers like us are so, like, little things like that mean so much to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to do a whole lot to fucking make us happy, dog. You do a small gesture like that.
Yeah.
Fucking can buy our loyalty for a very, very long time.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's just, I don't know who is handling in-house marketing, and maybe they don't care, which is fine. But from a consumer perspective, you would like your dollars to be appreciated more than just a shot in the dark at 10 a.m. on a Saturday, right? Like,
it's not going to happen.
And mind you, listen, there's many more important things going on in the world. I recognize that.
Sure.
But at the same time, like we like, come on, DC, I think people, like, there's really strong economic power here. There's really strong cultural influence here, and I think that people.
It's like the most DC I heard you act around.
Oh, I mean,
keep going.
Listen, trust me, I'm from Arizona. I would love to move to New York tomorrow. Okay, let's not get it twisted, guys. And I really like Miami right now too. But nevertheless, you know, you have to respect where you are, and you know what I'm saying, where you comes from, and so. Like,
where you from is where you at.
They just, I mean, I'm from Arizona, but nevertheless,
but you're here
physically.
Let's go on. Let's let's not harp on that.
Yes, we all make decisions. Nevertheless, but realistically speaking, though, man, I really think it's a tragedy. Like, it's just super unfortunate. Like, truthfully speaking, nobody would give a shit about an Arizona Jordan 1. Cool, I can admit that with no problem. But here in this area, Mike Bibby, I mean, it's cool. I'll tell you about that off air. But it would be tremendous to see what you would do for this area, from Baltimore to Norfolk, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying, rural Pennsylvania. You got black people from this area, and just all people from this area who are just spread throughout, who have DC roots. We know how many people have moved to LA. Like, this is insane. It boggles my mind that they don't.
We got people from the area working for Jordan Brand.
Of course. I hung out with somebody at the downtown LA store. That store is incredible. Yeah, the Jordan Brand store downtown LA. My man is from DC. And, you know, he's singing
shout out
their
to my
praise.
man Mir, who runs that store.
Bro, it wasn't him. I was rocking with another kid, but shout out to that guy. But the rooftop is all Jordaned out.
Yeah.
Your downtown LA shit is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And when it comes to one shoe, y'all can't go crazy in this area. Like,
those Georgetown ones are hard too, man. They're fucking fire. They did it well.
I need 2 pairs of those.
I need like 5 pairs, honestly. Like, Jordan, if you're listening, and I know somebody is from the brand, somebody is listening, we need to be taken care of. Also sponsor the podcast.
Facts.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I got to get that Jordan 1, man. That Georgetown colorway is ill.
Shout out to Soul Priorities.
Shout out to Soul Priorities, man. Shout out to our guys. Oh, man. Nah, there's a...
Yeah, shout out to Soul Priorities. What else was there? There was... what else do we have on this joint? There was another shoe we're supposed to be speaking
Chicago
about.
Jordan.
Chicago 1.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, do these have, what's on the tongue of these? Is there a Jordan Brand? I mean, I don't need no Jordan.
Nike Air.
Nike Air. Okay.
Yeah, not a Jumpman.
No Jumpman.
This is supposed to be the closest version to the 85, which my favorite sneaker of all time.
This is the Chicago?
If I had to pick one shoe that is my favorite sneaker of all time, it's the Chicago Jordan 1.
Not white on white Air Force One?
No. I mean, Air Force Ones are my favorite silhouette of all time. Yeah. But if there's one single shoe
that you have to wear what for the rest of your life, one pair of shoes.
I don't know if I'd wear it for the rest of my life, but I love it really a whole lot. It's probably my favorite shoe of all time, single shoe. It's the Chicago Jordan 1.
Okay.
Holiday 2022 is what they're saying, right?
Yes.
I'm calling in all favors for these, man. 10 pairs. I'm calling in all favors.
How many pairs do you already have?
I have a lot of pairs.
Yeah.
They did a really good retro. I want to say 2015 or something like that. I can't remember, but it was a really, really good one. I was able to get like 4 or 5 pairs of those. And then previous to that, they did one that looked pretty good, but it had a Jumpman on the tongue, and the tongue was a little bit stiff. Pause.
Yeah.
And I think I have maybe 2, maybe 3 pairs of those.
It just wasn't like premium leather. It was like
but if you're wearing it with jeans, it's kind of hard to tell. Right?
You can't tell at all. Yeah.
If this is the Jumpman version.
Well, it had a Jumpman. It had a Jumpman on the heel too, didn't it?
No, I think the heel was blank. Okay. But well, you're talking about the mids, the pack that came out. All the mids used to have the Jumpman on the heel.
Yeah.
This is another shoe that needs a 2 million pair release, maybe a 5 million pair.
Yeah,
release.
This one is easily might be the biggest release we might have seen in the last 10 years. I think they should flood the market with these.
So what I do see them flooding the market with, which was expected, is Jordan 2s.
Yeah.
I believe
that's an anniversary year too, right?
The white, black, and red 2s are high top red 2s are coming out this year.
Are they coming out with the fixed toe box like the Virgil ones, or are they coming out with
what I saw didn't speak to that per se. Obviously, we know those Union 2s are still set to release, whatever the case may be. Chris Gibbs was just on
full size run.
Speaking about,
he said those were supposed to come out last year.
Yeah, because they say like 2021 on them or something.
Holiday 21, yeah.
Well, also last year was the 35-year anniversary. 86 is when the shoe came out. The Jordan 1s came out in 85. The 2s came out in 86.
Toe box is fixed too. I think.
What do you mean fixed? What does that mean? Fixed?
You know how like the front of the Jordan 2, like the very front is like really wide on all the retros, and the Virgil ones like slim the front down like the original pair.
Okay, yeah, I mean they're probably following that same mold.
You can see like if you look at the difference, the front on like all the retros looks wild.
Somebody's mic is crackling.
Yeah,
I'm not even on it. Go ahead though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean. The Union pair I saw and
they look good.
They look good, but they didn't really excite me like
somebody's mic is like really fuzzy right now.
Okay. It's not mine.
Yeah, not mine either.
I'm not even talking. All right, we're good though. That's
definitely yours. That's definitely yours.
I'm here. I'm reading something else.
It just fixed.
Yeah. All right. We're good. We're good. Let's carry on. Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always preferred the Jordan 2 lows over the highs.
Same.
So while I like the Union 2s, I got to see them in person, but I would have been more excited if they were lows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think speaking of sneakers, I don't remember what episode it was, but it was off that Complex show, Full Size Run. And what's his name brought up a great point, Trinidad James, because they were talking about these Virgil sneakers and how they were saying, what shoe was it? It was on some, Virgil did his own version of the black and red, the black cement Jordan 4s.
Oh, yeah.
And there was some news that, hey, they're not going to be released. This is something Virgil, I don't know, they were given out to Virgil's friends and family a long time ago, but they were supposed to come out, but now their releases got scrapped. And everybody was saying, hey, listen, without Virgil being here, it makes sense, and this, that, and the other. And Trinidad James brought up a great point, and he's like, all right, cool. Then why are you releasing every other fucking Virgil release? Because he's not here for any of those either. The Louis Vuitton shit, he's not here for. Yep. Any of the other Virgil shit that you have lined up coming up in this year or the next few years. Yeah, he's not here to tell the story on any of that stuff. Like either drop all of it or none of it.
Well, like, you don't think the Louis Vuitton shit was already in place when he was on his deathbed? He's probably like go through
it. So was everything else that he's already has planned.
Yeah, if he designed it.
If he designed it and kind of had conversations with these folks about when they're gonna come out, like drop it
out. Yeah.
Put it out.
The green Air Force Ones are fire.
Green Air Force Ones are fucking crazy.
Those are sick. Yeah.
I heard that those might actually come out. Like somebody told me that those are coming out. But like, drop them. We all can. Nike could still kind of tell a story without saying this is Virgil's story. Like,
I mean, you can still tell an amazing story of the shoot, of course, with him passing. You know what I mean? Like,
Virgil designed this before he fucking passed.
Yeah, he wanted
respecting
to see
his wishes and giving them to the people.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a great point. Trinidad had on that show, man.
No, it's true.
It's like, true. It makes absolute sense. Like, why are you picking and choosing what you think should come out?
Well, that's just
when I say you, I'm saying the brand. That's
also our speculation. We don't know like what Team Virgil is really saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, but I mean, those black Jordan 4s, we've seen them for the last 2 years.
Yeah,
there've been pictures of them floating around forever.
Don't you have a pair?
I do not. I really, really fucking want those, man. But anyway, that was just a quick little. You know what I'm saying?
What you wind it up for, Jerome?
I would let him speak. He was like quick little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like episode 152. Now I'm gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
Yo, I started getting into a lot of TV actually. I'm caught up on Snowfall, the first 3 episodes. It's good, man. It's good. Any of you all are on FX or Hulu watching it?
I'm not on it, but
dog,
I'm on them. I'm on them. I'm just not watching the show.
Yo, you got to watch Snowfall. Catch up on that. I'm still watching This Is Us. A new episode just came on last night. I didn't watch it yet. Billions. It's a little bit slow for me. I miss Bobby Axelrod, who was the main character, who left the show. I started reading up on it. His wife passed away during COVID. And I think she might have been sick, and that's when he left. He decided to leave the show, and since then, she's passed away, and he moved back to London or Australia, wherever he was from. But this new dude is he's just a little bit too corny and weak, man. So, yeah. So I'm watching that. Super pumped. The Battle for Uber is a new show on Showtime. That's really good. I watched the first episode. The second episode came on Sunday. I got to catch up on that.
Watch Everything's Gonna Be All White?
No, not yet. I got that on my list. I watched the first episode of the new Wonder Years, which is really good. Yo, I like it.
Really good?
I like it. Okay. I like it. It's you know what's really good though that I did enjoy, and my wife was like, "Yo, you should watch it. It's pretty good." Is the new Fresh Prince, Bel-Air.
I'll check it out.
I'm halfway through the first episode, but dog, it's actually really fucking good. It's 2022 version of the real shit. And you know who's in it when during his time in Philly is Freeway is his basketball coach. Like when he wakes up in the morning, he puts on Freeway, the raps, and they got all that, and yeah, they got Meek Mill, Black. Like it's super Philly heavy, which I love and respect.
That's dope. Yeah, it should be.
And yeah, so that's about it. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, I mean,
what you got new music?
Nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, I just still been listening to G-Rap and Alchemist, and
like old G-Rap.
Nah, G-Rap just put a new song out with Alchemist.
Oh wow,
fire! It's called Diesel.
Wow,
super dope. I've been listening to a lot of Ransom. Ransom is from New York. He's super tight too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
just rock and roll.
No, Bella listens to the rock and roll.
She don't listen to it out loud.
I love it. No, she listens to it out loud. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, nothing spectacular, bro. So I'm probably missing something, but I mean, it's all good.
But you're not.
I'm still getting paid. Episode 152. What's a podcast? Shout out to my guy, always available. #Streetwear Eddie.
Peace.
My man, Don't Charge Abdul.
Yes, sir. Shout out to our guy, Silent Tom, man.
Do remember that you can check out our old episodes on whatsapodcast.live and youtube.com/whatsapodcast is where you're watching this now. And we'll be back next week. Peace.
Sponsor the show. Hit us up.